Welcome, everyone, to another Interpop podcast episode with your weekly dose of positivity. Everybody clap.
Of how it
And
sounds
stop.
like we clap is if
Perfect.
we're using our fingers.
It's one of those golf claps, you know.
It's very dainty. It's giving the aristocracy, the aristocratic.
Yes. Aristocratic claps.
Except
We can do like
we don't do
jazz
that
club snaps instead.
Right, I like that. That's good. That's good. Get one of the little drums. It'll be very 90s poetry reading.
Absolutely.
Little bongo.
Like in a Goofy movie.
Yes.
An extremely goofy movie, actually. That was the one.
Yes,
Yeah.
the black turtleneck. Chef's kiss.
Yes. But before we get extremely goofy, all right?
It's too late for that.
What are we doing this episode?
All right, Isa, this episode I am so excited about because we are stepping not outside of Asia, but we're stepping into a different country today because we've kind of been more Korean and slightly Thai focused in the first several episodes. So now we're taking a little walk through into India and Indians music. Wait.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the way I would phrase that. The Indian music scene maybe is a better way to phrase that. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
a good way.
I feel like it's
That
a
sounds
terrible
like
way because India is such a big place and there's so many
It is.
different genres and music types and there's so much rich cultural things happening there that I don't know the best way to describe
Right.
that because we're only touching on the briefest of things there today. This is
It's just what we happened to find in our search.
This was our first.
We didn't go real
foray.
specific.
We didn't. We're not doing one group. We have a couple of things that actually we have several things we're bringing to you today because this was our first little walk through to see what was there, and this is what we came back with that we liked. And we wanted to share, and then if you guys enjoy this or you have suggestions for us, of course, please give us them because we want more, always more.
Yeah, let us know because if there's anything that we enjoy, it's new music and even not just music, movies, TV shows,
Art. Give me artists.
art, yeah.
Yeah.
Or even internet people, personalities.
Yes, internet personalities.
Sure.
Yes.
I don't think we've covered any internet personalities.
We have
I
not.
don't think we've done a single one yet. Well, getting back on topic. Back into today we're talking specifically about a few artists that we each found.
Yes, and as per
all
usual,
from India,
I
of
am
course.
throwing Issa under the bus first, and I cannot wait. I am always so excited for some Issa picks.
I live under the bus.
Well,
That pavement
that's
by
fine.
now.
I'm
is
on
my
top
best
of
friend.
it. It's okay. I got the windshield up over.
The road rash
Right.
is pretty intense,
Right.
but I'm getting used to it.
I'll get you some leather clothes. It'll be fine.
And a helmet, please.
Get a helmet. Get a helmet.
Just to be
Get a
safe.
helmet. Yeah. Safety is important.
Safety first, kids. Safety first.
All right. Well, speaking of first, what is our first musical pick this week?
My first musical pick is a rapper
Oh,
from Maharashtra named Mahi G. That is her rapper name, Mahi G, and I really like it. Now, the main messaging behind her music, right? Because she raps with a cause.
Okay.
She raps with like the traditional usage of rap music. Its roots, the roots of rap, right? But she's got her own cause from where she grew up and where she lives to fight for, which where she grew up, Maharashtra, has been experiencing a pretty heavy deforestation. pretty whoa, pretty heavy, pretty significant deforestation, due to like urbanization and a shitload of infrastructure projects.
We are
And they've
gentrifying.
actually, yes, gentrifying, exactly. They've lost over 22,400 hectares of
Oh,
tree cover between 2001 and 2024.
oh
And I
shit.
went and just for a simple conversion, hectares, 1 hectare is 2.5 acres. So over 56,000 acres of tree cover between 2001 and 2024, which is it's kind of a shit ton.
No, that's a massive. Because I was just, I mean, a hectare is massive, and I was just trying to picture that in my head. Because that's
And
crazy. In such a short span
it's
of time, it's
insane.
insane. And especially, I
Right,
mean,
because like,
if you think about India has such great scenery and local, I mean not local, but like wildlife and the nature. Oh, that's unfortunate.
and there's so many indigenous people in that area that rely on that land. Like, it's killing animals, it's killing wildlife, it's killing people. Like kids, don't go do this at home.
I
Don't
mean,
go do this anywhere.
it's yeah, no,
Please, for
don't
the
do
love of
that.
God.
Just don't. Go plant a tree today in your backyard.
Yes, go plant a
And
tree. Go
just
plant
a
a
bunch
tree.
of them.
She had so her yeah, but that's the a lot of the messaging behind her music. And she was even quoted saying, so my parents are different to many. My mother said that if I got a good education, I could follow my passion. So I completed my degree and started writing rap songs. I wondered why my friends weren't interested in the news. I thought, let's try a rap song so that people my age will listen. So trying to bring awareness amongst younger people for, everything that's going on. And it's such a good cause. And it's so admirable to commit like cuz she's very young too. I don't know her actual age. Let me double check it. But she is like she's pretty young.
Right. Well, but it's
And so committing her
definitely
life to
kind of genius though, because if you're gonna bring attention to something like that to a younger crowd, I mean, you do it where they're gonna see it, and that's kind of a brilliant way to do it.
right, it is. It is. And she's 27. She's only 27.
Okay, yeah,
But
yeah.
she's doing a fantastic thing. And so here I have her most recent song,
Okay.
Aravali, that I would like to play for
I
you.
cannot wait to hear it.
आओ ना सारे मिलके आवाज कर ले अरावली की बारी फेफड़ों में सांस भर ले इन साले ठेकेदारों ने जंगल का नाश किया है लड़ेंगे फिर भी चाहे ये हुक्म का राज कर ले
I
Mostly just for getting her messaging across.
Yeah, and I see what you mean about combining with a more roots sound to rap because it does give her own style to it, but you can clearly, I mean, like yeah, I can hear it. It's a really interesting combination, especially in this day and age, where so many, I feel like, rap songs, I don't want to say are missing that, but you know what I mean? It's a different vibe, maybe is the word
Right.
for it.
Right. But then combining it as well with the fact that what she is rapping
A
about
message.
is something that is a very important message
Yeah, which
with something that people are struggling with right now.
I mean, which
So
I can think
it's
of
that
so
one combo.
many original rap songs that have that exact vibe where you're bringing attention to this really important message. And so it's a really cool, I don't want to say thing to bring back, but to
Yeah, because it's never left.
highlight. Yeah, I don't know, because it hasn't. That would definitely be doing it injustice and to a lot of artists. But to be, I want to say utilizing maybe is the better word, to be utilizing to
Yeah,
get that
yeah.
messaging across. It was such a smart choice, and it sounds good. I mean, she
It
sounded
does.
good. It was good and clear,
I
and
think
you're
she's really
hearing.
talented.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's doing good. I That was a good find. for a lot of reasons,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah. Yeah. And also like a big reason why I really wanted to showcase her in particular because it was because of her messaging. Her messaging, yeah. And because of her messaging as well, and also the style of music she's doing, I actually found another artist, which this is a collective of artists, called Swadesi Movement, and they're also doing rap, and their messaging is also about Maharashtra. But it's a whole group of people,
Okay.
and I do not know all of them individually because I did not dive into them. I just also happened to see them because I had happened to see where they were praising Mahiji for what she was doing as well. But then I went and listened to some of their stuff
Then
too,
we deep
and some of their
dived and
stuff also great. But I do not know much about them in particular.
sure.
But yeah, yeah, that was my first artist, right?
Yes, excellent, excellent artist pick. I think that one was cool. I can't wait to hear what's next. We
'Cause
started off strong.
we started off
We
strong.
started off
I
strong.
just I love people who have something to say when it comes to music. I really do. I love music that's like fun party music. I love music that's like slow sad song music, romance music, but my favorite kind is when somebody has something to say. That is one of my absolute favorites because there's something just so raw about that. That's just so fun to hear and connect to, you know?
Yeah, for sure. I definitely can agree
Which
with that.
also like my second artist also that like kind of ties in. So his name is Arman Malik, and he actually he's been at it for a long time. He started back in Bollywood when he was like 7 years old,
How old is he now?
and then how old is he now? That's actually a good question. I know he's in his like I want to say 20s maybe. He's 30.
Oh,
He is
okay.
exactly 30
Okay.
years old.
I mean,
Yeah,
not that that's
yeah.
not still impressive,
So
but I was just because it's different if he was like, 60 something. That's a more significant period of time. I was just curious about the from
right.
7 to 30. Still a
But
long
more
time.
so to say, like, he's been at it
A
for
long time.
most of his life.
Yeah, yeah. This is what he knows.
Yeah, this is his thing.
Yeah.
So he started back in Bollywood at 7 years old. Ended up doing a whole lot of Bollywood playback, and is now working on or not really transitioning into, but making music more on the pop scene,
Okay.
right? And went on to say, so even though my roots are in Bollywood playback, I always wanted to do independent and pop music, and building that side has been very special for me. I've never wanted to be put in a box, but it's not easy balancing both worlds. While I always listen to my fans, I also have my own creative process. I don't just make music based on others' taste. I make what feels honest to me and helps me explore different genres and languages. And he also then goes on to talk about I think we are creating more songs for virality than we are creating them for emotion. And that really stood out to me because every time, and especially like even when I was going to find artists and research, right, for this week's video, I it's so difficult trying to sift through music, I feel like nowadays, because you have to end up sifting through a lot of music that was made specifically to go viral. And it's not that any of those songs like are good. They can be good, but they don't really stay in the public conscious for very long. You know, their whole point is to blow up and have a moment and get a bunch of attention, right? They're not really made for longevity. And so even like going through and trying to find more and more music, I felt like I was still sifting through a lot of music that was like just kind of like this is fun for right now. I don't think I'm gonna go listen to this again, or I don't think I'm gonna go listen to this like later, or maybe I'll hear it for like a week and then get tired of it or stuff like that. But I like the idea. And again, not to say that any of those songs are bad, because they're not necessarily bad. It's just it feels like there's less time put into those and there's less care put into those. And so sometimes it's nice to find artists that are thinking more about making something that's more emotional and putting more of their heart and soul into it. Songs like that, there are songs like that I listened to in the past, like when I was a child, that I still go back and listen to, versus a lot of like viral TikTok songs now. I might hear it for a week, or I might hear it on TikTok, and then after that, I don't really want to listen to it again. You know?
Heard.
And
I
so,
get that for sure.
yeah. So he seemed like a very interesting pick for me because of that. And I actually found him through an article talking about that. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. So let me hear some of your music. And when I say that
Okay.
I was not ready for how beautiful
Ah,
this man's voice is,
okay.
I
Okay.
was not ready. And so let me screen share with you now this song, You by Arman Malik. But yeah,
Beautiful.
beautiful.
So
And I
good.
had found, and one thing that made me so excited, right, about this guy, not because not only is his voice so beautiful, but I, through my like searching around, because I went digging around like on his Instagram and stuff. First of all, his wife is adorable. Him and his wife are absolutely precious.
I love.
But
I always love when
it
there's
was so
such a good
sweet.
relationship. Ah, it makes me happy.
Yes, I saw him. He made a video where he was like convincing his wife to sing, and then she sang this really pretty song in the studio, and it was so sweet. And I was like, oh my God, they're precious. But I found a clip where sings an old song by EXO, Sing for You.
Ah.
And it made me so happy because first of all, you know how you haven't heard something in a while and it kind of like falls out of your consciousness. You kind of
Mm-hmm.
forgot it exists. Hadn't thought about that song in years. And so as soon as I heard him singing, my ears perked up like a dog. I was
Right,
like,
right. Wait a
whoa, no
second.
way.
Hold on.
Yes. So I have to show you that too.
Okay,
And he
yes.
sang it so well.
Okay. Mm. Mm. So good.
Is it not
Ah, this
great?
voice. I love, love, love.
I
I,
love him. I love him to death.
what I have to say, having heard your picks and knowing what's coming up in mine, the Indian vocals have delivered so many good things. They're so
Oh,
good.
absolutely.
So good.
Because there were a couple artists I even listened to. I was
Yep.
like on the fence. I was like, do I
Yeah.
want to put them on here? I don't know. They're so good, but
So
like
good.
I gotta pick just a couple, man.
I just have
I
I can only
swear.
do a little bit. But
It
they're
was a hard
so
time. It
good.
was a hard time.
It was a rough
But yeah,
week trying to decide what to pick. Because there was so much cool stuff, and every time I was finding something, there was something else. But that was, oh, his voice
right,
was so
right.
good. It just made me
But that leads
smile.
us to, what did you pick?
Ah, yes. So what did I pick?
Show us.
Show
Show
us.
us.
All right. So I was gonna start in a different place. But now I'm not sure if I should because I feel like this would have been a great segue. But it's okay. I'm gonna start where I intended to start. Actually, no, I'm not because I think this is too good of a segue to pass up. So I'm gonna
Ooh.
rearrange. I'm going to rearrange the order I'm showing you
Mm,
things.
let's
Because
go.
that little XO tidbit is an excellent segue on to the first of two groups I'm going to talk about that I picked that came to me entirely by accident because I was not searching for any sort of pop or pop groups or boy groups or anything like that. But what stumbled upon me and my search through YouTube, as often does, recommended to me a group, Ipop, called Outstation.
Yeah.
Outstation. And what I discovered is really there's not a lot happening in the Ipop, but these two groups are really, I don't know if I want to say big, but
They're working their way
they're
up.
making
Yeah.
they're making their way. They're getting there. But they're like
They're
brand
heavily
new,
investing in iPop right now.
heavily. And I'm saying they're definitely like Outstation that I'm gonna talk about first. I think I was gonna do them last, but we're gonna start with them first. Actually,
All right.
just started. Their debut was November 18th of 2025. So they have exactly one song right
Nice.
now. And this is the one that came to me first. I was looking at a band that was a very actually folk sort of vibe happening. And it was over in my little suggestions, and the video thumbnail looked interesting. So I clicked on it and I was like, oh, okay. Didn't know we had this happening. And then I went down a whole rabbit hole, and the video was absolutely adorable.
Oh.
And so we're gonna take a quick little watch of the only song that Outstation currently has. And I'm gonna share the screen first, because otherwise you won't be able to see anything or hear anything.
Don't keep me in the dark.
I know, that'd be terrible, wouldn't it? All right, here we go. Talking about their youngest member, Cheyenne, who doesn't get a prom. So they come up with this idea
Oh.
in which the whole video is them doing this thing where he didn't really get his like prom and getting to walk and didn't finish his last year in school because he was doing all of these things with the group
Oh.
instead.
Oh.
So we're gonna skip a little bit, although the song is so good. But what they do is throw a prom.
Oh.
His principal right there, they brought in his principal so he could get cap and gown,
Oh.
and his mom, and so then they did this prom. So they do the song, which is fantastic for the record. The vocals, really nice, it's cute. It's hard to hear sort of the whole song through the video. But I just wanted to play a couple of little clips from it because the whole thing, this was their first concert. So they dedicated their entire first concert to being a prom and this
Oh.
whole dedication to their youngest member. And it just makes me smile every time I think about it. And so
It's the sweetest thing.
they've done a thing now because they did that and everybody loved it and all their fans came and everything, that they've brought the prom to other areas for their concerts, and it's kind of become a little thing, and it's just
Oh.
really sweet. So yes,
That is. That's so sweet. That's super sweet.
it is.
Oh, that was a
So
great pick. That was
I it
adorable.
was just sweet, and so it seemed like a cute little not pop, little segue from our last one, because they want to have they don't want to, emulate the K-pop and T-pop and all of the thing vibes, but or even like the One Direction or anything, but they want to have their own legacy within this world of these
Oh,
sort of boy
yeah.
bands. So I had to shout them out because it was just really sweet.
Yeah, that is wonderful. I love that. I
Right.
love that.
Which brings me though to next pick, being another group, another sort of boy group. This one I have slightly more information about. They've been out for longer. They first debuted in like 2024. And it's called First Five is the name of the group. But it only has 4 active members in it. So the ones who perform are Yoshi, Elton, I don't know if it's like Tan or Tan. I've said Tan. I haven't looked up how to pronounce any of these. And Daksh, I think, is how it's pronounced. Because
What happened to the fifth?
it was originally supposed to be 5 of them, but their manager and financial advisor, Aksh, was the original first member. It was his group. It was his idea. He actually was had this like massive YouTube channel and went viral for this video he made because he did the one of the like one guy 30 voices sort of videos. And so he
Yeah.
got like over 3 million subscribers or whatever it was. He had like he's a familiar face, right? And so he started in like 2023 doing auditions and doing all these things and trying to put everything together and getting the members. And then it ended up that he wasn't able to debut with them because they needed somebody to be the manager and they were facing a lot of like financial hurdles and all of these things. And so he had to like step back and take that role. But he's still is like with them. He still does things and is like here and there, and he's in the video for their first single that came out. And so that's I'll play part of the song and then I'll show you the little cameo because it's kind of funny and it'll make sense. But so we're gonna play their first song, their first single, which I cannot pronounce correctly, so I apologize now. I try my best, but it's not always great when it comes to languages. I'm just sorry. But I think
Listen, guys, we can't speak every language. We can try our best, but we can't speak them all.
I am doing it all. But I think it's pronounced similarly, perhaps, to Tu Adatin. Adatin? That's what I'm going with. I'm sure it sounds a lot better when you say it, correctly. But it's fine.
I'm sure it's close. I'm sure it's close. If not spot
It may not be
on.
close. It's probably not
Spot
close,
on.
but it's okay. So here's some of the songs.
50 Shades.
Yeah, right. So here's some of the vocals, and then they go into the little mart here. So we've seen the 4 members, right? So then they go into the little convenience store to buy the things. And they're like, "Oh, aren't you that famous YouTuber?" See? He's like,
Not the plaque.
put the whole plaque back under there.
The whole plaque, man.
Him eating
Why you got
snacks.
that? Why you bring your work to work with you, bro?
Brought your work to work. Like, bro. But then they're just having a blast. I love the harmonizing happening. Anyways. So this is First Five's, their first single. And their fans are called First One, if I recall correctly, which makes me smile.
Yeah, that's cute.
Isn't it cute? And so they kept the name First Five, even though there are only 4 of them now, but as a, their sort of tribute to Aksh, who didn't get to debut with them, but who is still with them.
Right. And hey, listen, hopefully if they do well enough, make enough money, he won't have to be
working in that
manager
convenience
anymore,
store?
and he
Right.
can... Yeah, he won't have to work in that
Won't have to
fucking
be in the
convenience store anymore, bro.
He didn't have to bring his work to work anymore.
I can't believe they sent him off to the convenience
sent him
store
to the
to make them
convenience
some
store.
money.
That cracked me up too, because I found them again through YouTube. YouTube bless me, because let's be real, I am obsessed with their vocals. I haven't heard a song by them yet that I have not bopped my head to, and they do have several songs out, so go check them out, please, because they're really, really good. But that one just makes me want to like bob my head. Like, it's pop, but it just, I don't know. It has a very soothing vibe to me at the
It's a
same
good song.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very soothing.
Yeah. But part of it's their vocals, I think. They just have very soothing voices to me. I don't know how to explain it.
Right.
So those were my boy group suggestions because I felt like our first foray outside of the boy groups, we had to include some boy pop groups. They came to me through YouTube. I
Right.
felt like it was necessary. The world was telling me, throw them out there. Because they deserve all of the love and support so we can get my man out of the convenience store and get some more music. Be good.
Yeah, absolutely. So final pick time.
Final pick time. I've saved for last my favorite of the picks. There is nothing I love more than a good band. It just is what it is for me. And so initially when we were doing this, I had decided to go through and see maybe what the rock sound was in India. And so I went down massive rabbit holes. I went like the alt rock, the, folk rock. I went down, there's screamo, there's emo, there's electronic. We've got mixes of all the things. We're also including traditional things. I went down all the rabbit holes, right? Like the metal, all the things. What I landed on is none of those things. What I landed on was a multilingual indie folk alternative band.
All right.
Technically
I like that.
is how we're described, right? I don't know if that's exactly what we sound like, but that's how we're described. And I landed on them.
Okay.
They caught my interest because of their name. I actually was scrolling down a list of things and I saw their name and immediately ran to YouTube. The name is When Chai Met Toast.
What?
Chai, like, the tea, chai tea.
Uh-huh.
When Chai Met
That's
Toast.
crazy.
Yep. And I said, I need to listen to this.
Based pick.
I need more. I need
Immediately
to know.
based. Straight
Immediately.
off of the title alone.
The title alone. And so I knew nothing. I didn't even know really what genre I was getting myself into. I just knew I had to listen to this band. This was gonna be great. I had full confidence. But so it's 4 of them. They started back in 2016 in Kerala, which is like the region, I think, if I researched correctly. There's no telling. I could go either way with me. And so the 4 of them, I've completely forgotten what I was going to say, but I'll tell you everybody's name real quick. So it consists of Ashwin, Ayuth, maybe? I don't know exactly how to pronounce my man's name. Sorry. Pali and Pai. And they just sort of met in the music circles and were like, you know what, let's do the thing. So they're described as all of these things and also pop band and also it's like indie folk and maybe alternative rock. There's just like, I listened to several songs. They're kind of all over. And the really cool thing though is that they are multilingual, and so you hear in the songs switching back and forth a lot, and it's just this cool blending of all of the things. And so what they have said is on their website, we're exploring new territories with our music now, and in the 7 years we've been a band together, we've sort of come to learn a lot about each other. At the heart of it, we're 4 brown boys trying to spread our little personal stories to the world with our music. And I love that just so much.
Oh, yeah.
But
I love anyone who's just a brown person spreading their music.
we love when
Yeah.
people are spreading their...
I may be biased. That's okay. Don't worry. I like when white people do it too.
Sometimes.
Everybody spreads your music.
Sometimes.
Unless you're Eminem.
I was thinking that. I was like, I know there are some maybe we didn't necessarily need. It's fine. But
It'll be fine. It's fine.
no, but in all seriousness, though, they're awesome. We'll play a song from them in just a second. But also, though, shout out to the fact that they just ended their tour in January, but they're going back on tour again starting in like August, going through
Ooh.
Europe. But they're also coming to the United States. Unfortunately, they're not coming anywhere near me. Otherwise, I would have purchased tickets immediately. I'm not gonna lie. But no, they're going. If you live in like California, Texas, Washington, Chicago, they're coming over there to New York. They'll go to New York, but that's about as close as they get to me. So that's tragic.
Dang.
Yeah. I want to go see the four brown boys and their little personal stories.
Maybe next time around.
Maybe next time around. It's fine. Anyways, so we're gonna play actually one of the songs from like 7 years ago. And it's gonna be a different vibe than the rest of them. But it
Okay.
was actually, I think, the first song I heard by them, and I've gone through several ones. And I just kept coming back to this one to share. It's kind of been stuck in my head a little bit. It's I think the song that sort of hooked me with them, and I was like, oh, I need more. I need to see what else is happening here. So it's called Code,
Gotcha.
I think, or Passing By in the English version of the title. And I feel like just to get the point across, this was their more recent one. This was from like 5 months ago, and just so you can sort of see their kind of message here with this. Which those of you who cannot see this one, the song is called Dreamland. And so it starts the video off saying, "Dear home, we wandered far with city lights in our eyes and dreams packed in our bags, but the compass always pointed back to you." And so then it kind of goes on and talks a little bit about these things. And talking about, we made this song, we made this for you. So I'll leave that there. It's such a good song. But I just love their messages in their songs. They always just sort of make me smile. But I wanted to show a second one just because I love the way they do their songs and being multilingual and showcasing that. And I know some people can
Right.
maybe think doing things like that, especially with English, is maybe a little what's a word, like I don't know, some people don't really like it or think it's like, oh well, that's just goofy or something. But the truth is
The
that's
word I went to was traitorous, but that is so harsh.
that's not quite where I was
Not
going with
quite
that.
traitorous.
Traitorous. Because what I was going with was
I
that
have heard that before, though,
yes.
and I'm like, dang,
Yeah.
chill.
But I hear so many different things. But the part that gets me is it's also so accurate to what a lot of people are living. A lot of people do on a day-to-day basis exist in a world where they are using, you know, whatever languages, you know, the multi, whether it's English or not, but just on a day-to-day basis for a variety of reasons or XYZ, whatever. And so I love the way that people make music that is such a reflection of those things, because it's beautiful when people just do what they know and it comes out just sounding glorious.
Right, right. And I like that they're even though their sound changed,
Yeah.
the one thing that didn't change about it was they still had like their songs are very like bright and almost hopeful feeling
Yes, they
while
have
still
that.
being like soft. It's very nice. It's very like uplifting music, and they do a fantastic job with it.
They do.
They really do.
They have songs that feel like being in a flower field, you know what I mean? Like just on a nice hot summer
Yes.
day, like just
Spring day. Oh,
yeah.
summer day. Yeah, yeah.
Well, I went summer day just because it gives me a little bit more of, you know, it's that I think it's the vibe it gives off. It gives me more, I don't know, give me more
Yeah.
summer. Like
More
not
warmth.
yeah, warmth. Yeah, exactly. Is what I was going for. It gives me
Yeah.
a warmth. It just
Yes.
makes me feel warm and it makes me smile, and it feels like a hug.
Yeah, warm fuzzy hug. That's exactly what it feels like.
But it does. They have music that just really makes me smile. So I really liked them, and so they got added into actually a lot of my regular playlists. They were I don't want to say my favorite pick because that just feels weird because it was the three groups I did were really different, and I added all of those songs to my rotation, but
Right,
I
right.
love nothing more than just a good soft band. It's that sound really is one of my favorite things. Those are the kind of songs that I really love. I love a song with just that soft, but also not necessarily hopeful. Sometimes it can be sad, but just that vibe. It just hits something in my soul.
That plushness.
Yeah,
That
where
plushiness.
it just
That's what
makes
it is,
me
yeah.
a song that makes me just stop and listen, and it's those sort of slower songs.
Well,
So,
I say those were also great picks.
thank you, thank
I
you.
enjoyed this episode.
I did too. I don't know about you, but I had so much fun going down the rabbit holes with these.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I found more artists that, frankly, that I would also love talking about.
Yes. There's
There
so
were
many,
so many good ones.
so many good ones. And there are so many different options. I mean, India is a massive place. And so this is not even scratching the surface of what is there. It's just not.
Right.
This is like not even a drop in the pool. This is literally just, a stone's throw reaching and picked out a couple randoms. But there were so many awesome things. And it just makes me want more.
Absolutely. If y'all know any more artists or any you'd like for us to listen to or react to, leave it down in the comments
Give me movie
because I would love
recommendations.
to do some more.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Or if there's any country you want us to cover
Yeah.
or any yeah,
Real.
just anything. Even TV shows, movies and stuff.
Yes.
Absolutely let us know
Anything near and
because
dear to your
we're
heart.
constantly looking at new things and for new things.
Always. Even if it's something that we don't particularly like, oh, I need to add that into my. No, I still want to hear about it anyways. I still want to go down the rabbit hole. I still need to know. Give
We
me.
need to know. That's why we do this podcast. We need. You don't understand. We'll die without the knowledge.
Without the
We will pass
knowledge,
away.
I have to know. This is what sustains me. Well,
Exactly.
tea and
Music
rage
sustains
sustain
me.
me, but music is a close third.
It's a close
It's
third.
a
It's a
close
close
third.
third. It's somewhere on the list.
It's there. It's the top 5 for sure. For sure.
But thank you everyone so much for listening. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave your recommendations in the comments. Go check out any of these artists you heard today if you
Tell us if you
felt like
enjoyed
they
one.
might be your cup of tea, your cup of
Yes,
positivity. Go check them out.
for sure.
And make sure to
I hope
follow
you
us
find
on
one.
socials. You said what?
I said I hope you find one.
Yes, absolutely. Hopefully. That's a major point of this podcast is for y'all to find some artists too with us. So, absolutely check them out. Check them out. And follow us on our socials, Interpop Podcast, Instagram, TikTok. If you came here from Instagram and TikTok, thank you for coming here and listening and being a part of this magical process with us. Thank you for
Yay.
liking. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for subscribing. We enjoy y'all, and you've made this a lot of fun. So thank you, thank you. And I hope you'll continue with us, and hopefully we'll see you next week.
Yes, and shout out to
Bye.
everyone who came in for our first live earlier this week and said
Yeah. Yes.
hi and gave us a few things in there. Definitely come back and hang out with us again, or if you have not been into one of those, come in and check out and see us and interact and give us some ideas live. You'll see more of us. So if you don't want to leave comments, come in and say hi. That's all.
Yeah. Thank you guys. So bye.
Bye.